Yeah. And it's going down. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are going to do the thing. Yo, I do this thing just like the kings and queens. Word up. What's up, y'all? The Daily Go Get It Business Show all up in your area. Yeah. And it's the daily. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? What's going on, T. Carey? Right all up in the house. How you feeling? Good to see you. Carol Chamberlain, mi favorita. S. Cook. What's going on, ma? What's up, y'all? Yo, today we're going to get into something crazy. Real crazy, you know what I'm saying? It's the Daily Go Get It Business Show. We talking about how the child support money should be spent. What you know now. Oh, yeah, it's about to go down. You think it won't when it will. It's going to be the truth today, man. We got to get into something serious. You know what I'm saying? Nothing makes a man rethink his position and his decision to have children like a child support payment. Nothing makes a man be like, why did I do it? Why didn't I wear a hat? Why did I go out just like that? But it's all your fault. And when you dropped your drawers, you went all the way in and you screwed. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Hey. I mean, it probably seemed like a good idea at the time, and that happens in life. But life must go on now. But the baby is here. But the baby is here. Yes, she is. Or he, But what happens when a man tries to take control of the child support situation? What happens when a man tries to take control of a child support situation and he has decided that, see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide how the child support money gets spent because it's coming out of my account. They garnishing my wages, and I should have some say so in how the money gets spent, not on beers and blunts. And that's not to say that women who receive child support are irresponsible with the money. I mean, because raising children isn't cheap. Anybody would agree with that. If you don't chill out, raising children is not that cheap. Yo, I lay myself down to sleep. And the soul I keep, I pray every night and I pray every day. I hope it goes my way. Yes. Okay. All right. Yes. It's too hot for all that, son. You gotta chill, son. You gotta chill. All right, let's get. Yo, if you don't get out of here. All right, y'all. Let's get it popping. Don't meow at me. Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this your daily, the daily Go Get It Business Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the Arts, the Daily Go Get It Business Show, and the Crystal Show, all up in your area. How y'all feeling tonight? Listen, check it out, right? So, it's the DG Show, right? And tonight on the DG Show, we, me, and you, we, us, you know how we do. And we're talking about how the child support money should be spent. Oh, yeah. How the child support money should be spent. Does a man have any say-so, any power, any feedback on how the money that he pays for the financial support of his child or children should be spent? Should he have any say-so? Like when he pays, should his baby mom give him a little report? Like, yo, this is what we spent the money on. Like, can he say, like, is a man dead wrong if he says, well, I only have one child by you, so I don't want the money that I give you to be spent on none of your other children. You got one by me and 3 by 3 other men. Let them take care of their other kids. My money ain't going towards that. Is he wrong for that? Can he say that? Is that his business? Does he have to just cut the check and shut the fuck up? Cut the check and shut the fuck up. I said, cut the check and shut the fuck. I said, cut the check and shut the fuck up. You made your money. Now you lucked up. Shut the fuck up, cut the check. I said, shut the fuck up, cut the check. I said, shut the fuck up, shut the check. And yo, add some respect on your name, son. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Emily Dunlap in the house. I said it, Emily. And also Annette Davis, the number one. Annette Davis, the number one. What's going on, man? What's going on, hon? So that's what we're talking about tonight on the Daily Go Get Up-mism show. We're going to talk about child support tonight. You know what I mean? It's a hot topic. Hot button topic. It can be. It can be a hot button topic. But it really shouldn't be. I mean, when you really think about it, there should be no reason why a child should come into this world and not already know that they're going to be taken care of financially. But you know how it goes. It doesn't always work out that way. For one reason or another, a child may be being taken care of financially as long as the parents are together. Like if the man is with the woman, maybe he doesn't feel any type of way about making sure that he is providing for his child or children. But as soon as they break up, we've all heard the story. As soon as they break up, he started slacking up. And the payments got lower, and he stopped showing up so much, and then eventually she got sick of it, and she got sick, and maybe she got sick of having to carry the load all by herself and struggling, and she said, "All right, well, you leave me no choice. I'm going to have to file for child support on your ass." I'm filing for child support on that ass, and I'm doing it quick, fast. I'm going down to family service, and I'm confident. I ain't nervous. I got your social security number and your address, and I know where you work. I ain't even going to stress. You going to cut the check. Yo, cut the check. I hope you show up for the court date and show respect, because you act a fool in front of the judge, and she ain't going to budge. And she going to nudge you to cut that check like a third of that thing. Yeah, now you won't be living like a king. You got a brand new car, brand new girl. Think you the man and the king of the world. Well, you got some princesses and princes, and you gonna be paying ever since you got filed on. Oh, yes, you did. Filed on. Filed on. Filed on. Filed on. Filed on. Filed on, yeah. And you know, some women have gotten mad at a man because he had another baby on the way. She says, shit, you got a baby on the way and you slow pay? Oh, I ain't going for that. No way. You got a baby on the way and you already slow pay. I'm not going for the okie doke. No way. You getting filed on. Filed on. Samaj Network. I said filed on. Yeah, filed on. Okay, now check it out now. Now check it out now. Check it out now. God, sheesh. What the hell? Oh, sheesh. What the good, tight sign. All right. It looks like I might be back.
Now, press 1 to hear important instructions.
It looks like I might be back. All right.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
Yo, that was a long buffer. No? Are y'all there, though? All right. Let me see. Let me make sure we're back. Are we all the way back? Are y'all here? I think y'all are. It looks like we might be all right. It looks like we might be here free and clear. Now, like I was saying before we got so rudely interrupted by by bad buffering, internet interruption. When a man is paying child support, a lot of times he wants to monitor where his money is being spent, just like if he was paying any other bill. But is it okay for him to do that? Is it all right? Like, like if a man says like I have one child by you and you have 3 children or 4 children by other men, and I don't want my money going towards those other kids. No disrespect and no hate towards those other kids, but they have fathers and they should be getting taken care of by them. They should be getting taken care of by them. They should be getting taken care of by them. So is it wrong for a man to feel that way? Is it wrong for a man to try to make it happen that way? Can he do that? Listen, I need y'all to say something in the chat. Let me see, because y'all chat might be different than my chat. Let me see what happens if I go to the show, because it looks like I've lost my chat. It looks like I've lost my chat. Let me see. Can I get back into the chat? The chat. Let me see. Oh yeah, y'all chat is different. All right, so this is what I'm going to have to do. All right. So I'm going to have to use this as the chat because my chat is turned off on my laptop. So we're going to have to do it like this. So this is the only way I'm going to be able to see. All right. So yeah, I'm going to have to go by this. All right. But we're here. All right, so we're here. All right, let's go. So yeah, can a man have any say so about the way that his child support payments are allocated? Can he suggest, can he demand, can he say that he only wants his child support to go towards his child? Can he pull a jack move and instead of paying instead of giving the mother payments, can he just ask her or request that she tell him what she wants and then he just buys it? Or do what some guys try to do when they try to get slick and they try to ask the child, well, what do you need? And some men have gone so far as to ask the child what they want and only give the money directly to the child. So you're gonna put $400 or $500 into the child's bank account or right into the child's hands. Like, here's your child support, baby. That sounds like something that a very irresponsible parent would do. Very petty. Very petty. But I'm sure that people have tried to do it over the years. So what do you think about that? Would a man be wrong for doing that? What if he thought that the mother was irresponsible? What if he thought that the mom was the type of person that spent the money frivolously, that just spent the money on whatever she wanted? Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Are we getting comments here? Ow. All right. So I'm going to have to use this as the chat because my chat is turned off. Wow, this joint is far back. On my laptop. Wow, this joint is far back. Oh no, it ain't. On my laptop. Wow, this joint is far back. Oh no, it ain't. Okay. So I had to make sure we was up to speed on the thing. This is crazy. All right. So Vux Gamer says, I'm the only one who knows that child support is against constitutional rights. People on child support for the lack of knowledge. Yeah, that's true. But nonetheless, it happens. And child support happens whether or not you go to court or not. You know, so when I talk about child support, I'm talking about an agreement for a man to give money to the mother in order to financially provide for his children, and when you talk about state child support that was ordered by the state, they both count. If a man is smart, he'll try to keep it funky with his baby mom and pay that way. But as we can clearly see, we have some problems when it comes to that. So people don't always do that. Yeah, I see the comments on here. See, on here, I see the comments. But I can't I can't see the comments right there on the screen like I need to. I can't see the comments right there on the screen like I need to. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what's up, man. Thanks for coming through, Dark Child on Instagram, and Brown Eyes. I'm sorry, Brown Eyes. How you feeling? Thanks for coming through. So yeah, is a man wrong for trying to take more control of where his child support goes? Is he wrong for that? Should he mind his business? I mean, I know that most people, and especially women, would be quick to say that, listen, child support goes for more than just buying clothes for the child, snacks for the child, food for the child, whatever. Child support means that you are contributing to making sure that the child is raised properly. So that can be school tuition, that can be books, that can be recreational activities, that can definitely be shoes on the feet, clothes on the back, jacket, hats, scarves, boots, whatever, and a place for the child to live. A lot of men don't seem to understand that. A lot of men don't seem to understand that when they pay child support, that if wherever the child lives has to be paid for. So his child support check may only go towards the rent. And he may feel some kind of way about it. Like, I'm paying $500 and all that shit is going towards the rent. Well, my dude, you don't really have anything to say about money that you've already paid. When you go to a store and pay your money for a product, do you question the store owner about how he's going to spend the money? You got a product. You paid for whatever he sold you, whatever he or she sold you. You don't have no say so about whether he puts it in a bank or whether he gives the money to the KKK, the Jewish Defense League, the Asian Mafia. You don't have nothing to say about that. That's not on you. That's not about you. But some men don't seem to understand that, and they want to be able to say where the money goes. Are they wrong for that? Do you know anybody who has submitted to that? Do you know any baby moms out there who have submitted to the whims of letting the dad decide where the child support is going to go? Do you know any moms out there, any baby moms out there, any baby mothers, any baby mamas out there who actually may have given a report to the father? Like, all right, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I'm a this is what I did with the money. I spent this much on this and that much on that. All right. So let me pin the number if y'all want to call in and listen to the show or call in and comment. The call in number is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. It's the Daily Go Get It Music Show. 319-527-6199. If you would like to call and get on the microphone, if you feel some kind of way about this topic, you know, the way that child support should be spent, the way it should be spent, I invite you to call in 319-527-6199. Call on in, press number 1, and that will let me know that you would like to speak, and I get you right on up in here. We can rap about it. And that's whether you are in dispute, have a beef, or are in agreement. You know, we can talk about it. I know how men feel when they have to pay child support. I know how they feel. The question I have for certain men who feel some kind of way about child support is this. And I really want to know from some men, like, since y'all don't want to be forced to pay child support, and I can understand not wanting to be forced by the state, like somebody who doesn't know you, who doesn't care about you. I can understand not wanting to know, not wanting to have an outside party, a third party, decide how much money you should pay in order to raise your children. I understand that. But if you were going to design it for yourself, black man, what would you do? Because some men have not provided for their children in months or years. So what would you do? If somebody gave you the green light, they gave you carte blanche on how you would spend the money. I mean, you would make sure that your child is taken care of. I'd be interested to know, how would some of these men design it? How would you do it? Like, because if you're not paying child support, who's paying it? So would you design it so, like, well, you know, until I get on my feet, whatever that means, until I get on my feet, you know, I shouldn't have to pay that much. I think some selfish motherfuckers would probably straight up be like, well, she can hold it down until I get right. What? She can hold it down till I get right. You know what I mean? Think about it. Oh, she get a check. She got 4 or 5 kids. She get a check for all of them. And when I mean a check, she get a child support check and she get an SSI check. Because, you know, some of her kids is autistic. So, you know, she get a check for them. She get a nice little check for them, too. You ever notice that people always consider a check that they not getting to be a good check? Yeah, you know, them SSI checks be fat. Unless you want SSI. Because SSI, I ain't never seen a fat SSI check. I haven't seen one. Maybe y'all have seen one. I've never seen a SSI check where I was like, wow, yo, this shit is all right. It's better than welfare, that's for sure. And it is better than welfare. But many times, you know, SSI is dependent upon how much you've worked and have contributed to the welfare system, basically. Let's see. Vux Gamer says, you give it to yourself. You have a right to do that, and the judge will grant it. As Annette Davis says, fat SSI checks is a myth. Yes, it is. From what I've seen, it helps. It helps, but you ain't getting rich. But like I said, when people are not getting that check, they think that it's a good check. Yo, she get a nice little check. She get a nice check for them kids. Like, what are you talking about, dog? She got 2 kids with lead poisoning and two autistic kids. So she getting 4 checks, but it's like $300 each. So Vux Gamer. Vux seems to know a little something about child support. So maybe he can help me with the question that I asked. Like I said, a lot of these men out here who, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a advocate of state ordered child support. I am a big proponent, a big supporter of making sure that you provide for your child financially, education wise, emotionally. I believe in being there for your children 100% wholeheartedly. I don't believe that the white man should be able to determine that. But that is one of the symptoms of the breakdown of black love, when it goes down south and you get kicked out. The breakdown of black love when it don't go right. You got kicked out last night. The breakdown of black love, and it's done for sure. And you got kicked out the door, or you got called a whore, and he took all 4 of your kids for sure. And every time that a woman has to pay child support, she ain't paying that shit. She'll take her ass to court. Sometimes they get locked up and they don't know why. Because you think you was fly. You thought you was so fly that you shouldn't have to pay your way. Well, where you going to stay? It happens. It's not always men who have to pay child support. And women have been known to be the biggest deadbeats when it comes to child support. They don't believe that that's something that they should have to do, but children have to be provided for. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it on the Daily Go Getimism show. The way that child support should be spent. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Oh, I see we have a call on the line. Make sure this is real. Caller with the last number is 8485.
Yes.
Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism show. How you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing fine, thank you very much.
Okay. Well, what's on your mind? Talk to me. Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
What's on my mind is, if you would stop talking for a second, I'm not really getting on you, but I am in a way. Maybe you could see your line right.
Okay, but now that you're on, what's up?
No, I do not think that if you give child support for your child as a man, I don't know, I'm not a man, I'm a woman, but I would support my child. I would have my own child, I would hope, and I'll be able to support my own.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're the person that has to give the support, you don't have to know what I'm doing with the money. You don't need no daily this stuff, what I'm giving and how I'm spending, as long as I'm taking care of the child.
Okay. Now, what about, by the way, I agree with you. What about women who seem to be irresponsible with money? Like, what about women who have taken...
Well, that's the difference. Now, I'm not talking about irresponsible women. I'm talking about responsible women, and I'm talking about myself.
Okay. But if we're talking about the way that the child support money should be spent, what about women who have gone out and spent money on maybe on another man or on drugs or...
No, I do not agree with that.
Right.
That should never happen with our money or the child's money.
Right.
Especially the child's money.
Well, we're talking about the child's money. Let's say a man is paying $500 to $700 a month. That's a nice little piece of change. You know what I'm saying? For one child. I mean, and maybe she works too. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to help.
Exactly.
That's definitely going to help.
Oh yeah, it'll help.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, a child. If you have a child, sometimes a child will cost more than $500 a month.
Well, it depends.
Pay for a class trip. Maybe they had to get new clothes. They wanted new clothes so they could wear on a class trip. Maybe they had to buy new books. Maybe they need a new book bag. You never know when you're going to have to spend money on a child.
Yeah, but every month though, you know what I'm saying? Like
Every month.
exactly. So you know, yeah. I mean, there going to be pockets where a child. Mm-hmm.
Every day, 3 meals. But I'm going to feed my child with support or without child support.
Mm-hmm. But what should a man do? Well, listen to what I'm asking you. What should a man do when he's dealing with a woman who he pays child support to, who he knows is not doing the right things with the money? Like maybe every time he comes around,
suggest that he go back to the court and explain it to the judge, and then maybe possibly he can get custody.
Okay, so you feel like he should?
I mean, what else you gonna do?
Well, I'm asking because they're just like the decision or the option to get state ordered child support was an option. There are other options out there as an alternative. You know what I'm saying? So, well, personally, I think communication is the key. Before I would go to the court.
Only for people who have communication.
Well,
we're talking about those who are irresponsible, don't have communication, and they hate each other. But yet he wants to know what's going on with his money. What's going on with your money? I'm taking care of your child with your money.
But
your child dressed nice. You see your child clean, right? Your child is eating 3 meals a day and more.
A lot of times the child is not clean, but the mom might be clean.
Well, no. Well, let me say, I'm just saying, for a clean child.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about for a woman that's up. Now, if you want to talk, let's separate the do-gooders from the non-do-gooders. Okay?
Uh-huh.
That's what we got there.
Okay.
Now, once we separate them, then it's a different story. Like I said, a gentleman, I guess he would have to go to the court. That's the only thing I can think of. Because he's not going to find out no other way, because she's not going to tell.
Well, now a lot of men feel like when they go to the court, they are at a disadvantage because the courts don't treat them right. You know, especially black men.
But that's not true, because I am a receiver of child support. Well, I was a receiver of child support.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it wasn't no big deal. I mean, we weren't angry with each other either.
Okay, if y'all
still talk to today.
But if y'all weren't angry with each other, why did y'all need state ordered child support?
You know why? Because he went in the military and he was away. I think he just came back. He's probably been back to the States maybe 7 years now, today. It's that long.
Mm-hmm.
7.
Okay.
But he's been gone since 70-something. So, I mean,
since when?
He's been gone since the 70s.
Wow.
He stayed forever.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So can you imagine and basically he was overseas.
Did he get
served in
Hold on, listen to what I'm saying. Did he get married or anything like that?
Oh yeah, he got married.
Okay. So he wasn't
marry me.
Okay. But was he not paying? Was it a situation where he wasn't giving you the money?
I wasn't. Well, when we were together, he was just spending money. You know, not giving me like saying, "Oh, here you go, this for the baby." No, he was just spending it for the baby whenever. Not giving me no lump sum because we were together at all times.
Uh-huh.
But once he went away in the military, I was afraid to death. I wouldn't take no chance. You done found a wife. You done got married. Now I have to trust that you're going to give me money? No, I don't think so. I'm going to go down to the courthouse and I'm going to tell them I want child support and I want you to take care of his medical benefits. And that's what happened.
But did you give him a
But
chance?
he agreed.
Wait, did you give him a chance to go ahead and pay it on his own first?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And he told me that he gets paid first of each month, I think it was, or either the end of the month, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he could send my son something. But how was I to be certain? Your wife getting something, your two other children, this is when he had two other children, getting something, everybody getting an allotment, except me and my son, especially my son, and medical benefits? No. Mm-mm.
Okay. So
I mean,
so let me ask you this. How long when he went overseas, how long was it when he went overseas before you made the decision to file for child support?
Let me see. Probably the first year.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the first year.
Was he giving you any money?
And the first year, when he went over, I also found out that I was with child again. But unfortunately, I didn't have that child.
Okay. So let me get this straight. All right. So was he?
Would have been 2 years? Oh no.
Hold on. So was he paying you any money during that year?
Once he got over there, he was that first year. No, he was not paying any money.
Okay. So did you feel like you didn't have any choice but to go ahead and file because he wasn't going to do the right thing?
Exactly, because I said, you know what? Because I know him. Because I know he could get cocky and smart. So now I got to talk nice to you whenever we talk. No, I can talk any way I want to talk. If you piss me off. You know how men get pissed off because you done said something that they don't think was appropriate?
Mm-hmm.
They say, you know, I'm not giving her nothing.
Oh, that's the kind of man he was. He was.
Wasn't giving to me. You were giving to your child. But see, they don't be saying it like that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, why do you think?
I mean, am I lying or not?
You're not lying, but
Am I wrong?
I want to know. I'm trying to ask you a question about why do you think men feel? Why do you think they don't look at it as paying it, giving their child money? Where do they think the money? Where do you think? Wait a minute. Where do you think that they think the money goes?
They think that we spend it on ourselves, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And if you have other children, I assume they may think you're doing that. But I had no other children. That was my first child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I wasn't gonna be, and I sure wasn't going to spend it on myself.
Yeah, that's a tough situation. It really is, because I'm thinking that. No, I'm thinking that as a man, well, you know, as a man, I know one thing. I'm not interested in court ordered child support. I don't want a third party telling me how much I have to pay, because they may ask me to pay less than what I think my child needs, or they may.
So let me tell you what I did do.
Okay.
What I didn't do, I never ever requested an increase.
Okay.
In all the years, never ever.
Okay. So you kept it the same.
Do I get like props for that?
Well, you probably get.
You know, people saying, you know, you can get an increase. You know, you can get an increase.
Well, okay. Well, let me ask you this then. Why? Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Why didn't you ever request an increase? Didn't the cost of living go up? Okay. You felt like it was. You felt like whatever he paid was enough.
He took care of his son until my son was 27 years old. And finally, you know why? Because it was time. We have always been friends.
Mm-hmm.
I think we might have went maybe a couple years where we weren't friendly. And I probably only saw him over the 30 years, maybe maybe 3 or 4 times.
Okay. Well.
So we had a good relationship, but we did and we didn't. How good a relationship can you have with a person overseas?
Y'all could have had a good long distance relationship.
Well, that's what we had, I guess. That's why he kept sending child support until, and I don't even know if he stopped it. It seems like when I went down there to try to have them directly deposit in my bank, they may have stopped. They may have said, let's go over and get child support too long. He doesn't have to give child support anymore.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
All right. Well, since you never requested an increase for child support, why do you think some women do it? Do you think they do it out of spite or just because they can?
No, because like you said, a cost of living, and maybe they really need it. I had a job, and I could take care of my child, and we did okay. So I mean, his check was fine, each month. I liked it. I tell you one thing, I sure missed it when it stopped coming.
I can understand that. So did he?
I mean, I really missed it. But it's like a lump sum that you used to receive it every month, and then somebody takes it away.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, because you know how it is when let's say you paying a car note. When you finish paying that car note, it seems like you get a lot more money back. You know what I mean? So,
now this money is not coming out. You don't have to take that money out of your bank account.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that money at each month. So,
you gotta be cracking up.
My opinion as far as child support is concerned. Mr. Muscles?
Huh?
I said, Mr. Muscles.
Thank you. But let me ask you, hold on, because you are a good caller. You got me dying. Hold on. So for the so do you think that is wrong for women to request an increase just because, let's say, a man got married or he got a new girlfriend or he has another baby on the way? Do you think it's okay to ask for an increase out of spite?
I don't know because he had another child after mine. In fact, he had 2 now. Think about it, after mine.
Mm-hmm.
And not with his wife, with a Caucasian woman.
Well, he was in the army. That's bound to happen.
And your wife is there with you. I thought that was against the military rules.
Yeah, well, people in the military, what military rules? If you follow rules in the military, you ain't got no business being in the military, from what I know. But anyway, but yeah, that's kind of crazy. But this, the whole child support thing. So you think that by no means should a man ever be able to say where his child support should go? Because I know some crazy situations.
Only if the mother is irresponsible.
Mm-hmm. Well, what do you think?
Irresponsible? No, I don't think so.
What do you think? Because I've known women who have taken the child support check and gave the whole thing to the child. I thought that was a little strange.
That never happened either. Now, even when my son turned 18, he never got the check.
Right. He getting that check.
The check came in Monday. And had he changed the check and put it in his name,
yeah.
Guess what? Then I would have then he would have got it. But he didn't. He sent it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I was wrong because I still was giving that boy money.
Okay.
And then giving his child money when he came along. And his woman. So that boy owed me.
I hear that.
Unfortunately. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hear that. Okay, but so you definitely don't agree with a man trying to decide or make the decisions about where the child support is going to go, right?
Definitely out of the question.
That's out of the question. Ain't gonna
Unless
happen.
the woman is not doing the right thing.
Unless she's not doing the right thing. The right thing.
If she's not doing the right thing, then okay, go ahead. But good luck trying to make her do the right thing and not be court ordered. Same way some of these guys, unless it's court ordered, they're not giving the money.
Mm-hmm.
How about this month? You might say they say, look, I'm getting all messed up. One word. How about this month they decide, oh, you know what? I'm gonna get my child support. I can take care of this, and decide. Listen, I'm gonna double up next month for you, okay? Because I gotta do this month. No.
Yeah.
When your child support is set in stone, then you gotta give me that child support whenever it's due. It's gonna come whenever it's due, regardless, because they're gonna take it from you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have something to do, you're just gonna have to make other arrangements for that money.
So some women just make the decision to take care of the child and never file for child support. Why do you think? Why do some women decide not to pursue financial support from a man? Do you agree with that, or is that a situational thing?
I really don't know, because my sister did that.
Mm-hmm.
She took him for her son, her baby dad for child support. And then when the time came, she decided she didn't go to court, he didn't go to court. But that was before these people, decided that you don't show up for court, that you automatically the dad, and that you're going to pay for this child until they get 18. Now that I think should be illegal.
Mm-hmm.
And if a male signs the birth certificate, and then you find out later on because y'all had to do a DNA and the child is not his, I don't think he should be liable to pay child support to that child.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that that's right. But it happens.
No, that's definitely wrong. Yeah.
But you know what?
I watch paternity court.
I know. I mean, in my opinion, they need to do something about that whole signing the birth certificate thing. Because,
Definitely.
Because sometimes you sign it thinking that you are the father and all that little mess. You know what I'm saying?
So excited.
Mm-hmm. And the process should be easier to get your name off of that child, off of that thing. If you find out,
all should have to do is bring you the papers saying I am not the father, and that should be it.
Right.
Period. Now, I don't want you to make the man. Or the woman. The man can't get the money back that he spent.
He should.
Shit. Well, yeah, he could.
I mean, because if he's found out that he is the father or whatever, and he don't pay that child support all that time, it don't go away.
90 seconds.
He'll go to jail and all of that.
If he found out later on after the fact that he's the father.
Well, no. Let's say that he's thought to be the father and he hasn't been paying child support for years and years and years. Well, that bill goes on, and he'll lose his license. He'll get locked up, and he'll still owe the money.
That you blame, not to cut you off, was paying child support.
60 seconds.
Say it again.
Suppose the man or whomever she blamed, or who had the responsibility of the child support, what happens with him?
Yeah, well, that's what we're trying to find out. Because, okay, no.
And that's not the
no. What I'm saying is this: with the when a man takes on the responsibility of supporting the child, the court the court starts to tally up that money. So if he changes jobs or whatever, or changes or moves from state to state, like a lot of guys used to do back in the day to try to avoid paying child support, then you know, he'll still owe that money, and the state will suspend his license. They'll throw him in jail if they can catch up with him or whatever, and put a warrant out for his arrest and all of that. So if you are taking responsibility, listen to what I'm saying. If you're taking responsibility for the child support, then you got to pay it no matter what. It don't go away. So I think that if it's found out that a man wasn't the father, and he's been paying money all that time, I think he should have to get paid back, because the man, you know what I'm saying? Like, fair is fair.
How long it could take for him to get paid back?
Yeah, well,
Find a baby daddy.
no, she should have to pay. She knew that baby wasn't his.
But, okay, well, she can pay him back. But you know how long that's gonna take? That's
Yeah.
all it took for him to
Yeah,
get
it's
home.
going to be
That's how
it's going to
long
be
it's
the
gonna
20.
take to get it back.
It's going to be the 30th of February.
Exactly.
But that's why the court system is a little messed up because of these kinds of things. It's very one-sided. You know, I can hear your device in the background.
Now, I mean, I'm just saying, do you pay child support,
Yep, sure do.
or you just give money?
Yeah, no, I give money, but I do it I've done it every month for 14 years. 14 and a half.
Okay, on the same day or the same week?
Basically, like right in the beginning of the month.
Okay.
But no child support order though. No child support order.
The child mother can expect Yanni's check is going to be coming, so I don't have to worry about that.
Basically, that's how it works.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's a good thing.
because I wasn't, but I'm not going for the state order child support thing. You know, like, listen,
Well, that's a good. You know why? You've been a good dad. You've been a good parent.
it's more than just being a good parent. Listen, I don't care what nobody say.
And you providing for.
Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. If you can lay down with a person and decide to have a baby with them, then you should be able to communicate with them on some kind of level to decide how much money that y'all can agree on to take care of a child. I'm not trying. I know it doesn't always work out that way, but that's simple logic to me.
It is, but you know how many people do not simply.
Evidently, way too many. Mm-hmm.
Exactly, too many.
I figure if I could talk you out of your drawers, then I should be able to.
You're right.
Hey,
And wait, and I'll allow you to talk me out of it.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. It could have been the case. It could have been the case when she talked me out of mine. I could have been drinking.
Well, possible. That could have been it too.
But that ain't fair.
Agreed, right?
That no good grime.
Agreed, though.
That no good grimy.
Did you agree?
I don't remember. I was drinking.
Oh, well, act like you don't remember. Play drunk. Do whatever you want.
I don't remember. I was taking it. I was taken advantage of.
Oh, well, whatever way it went.
Yeah.
Whatever way it went, it happened. And
It happened.
This
It
baby,
happened.
you are the father.
I don't know. She don't look like me. But anyway.
That look like you, but your daughter looks exactly like you.
Nah. I don't know who that. I don't know who that child is. That could be anybody's baby.
Yeah, right. You know that's your baby.
It could be. You know. You never know.
She may have fingers like yours. She may have toes like yours. Not exactly, but shaped similar. But I'll tell you one thing: she sure has a smile and everything else.
There's a possibility.
You can't deny
Look. I'm too far in to turn back now, anyway. So it is what it is.
You got that right. So you would have found out something. Listen, I ain't going there. I'm not going to go there. But I'm just saying, you've been a good dad to your daughter, but there's so many men out there who've not done the same. And
That's true, though.
Women have to do, because other than that, they're not gonna get money.
You're right. You're right. But it's just so crazy to me when I see people out there and they arguing and fussing and fighting and going back and forth with each other about how the money is supposed to be spent. Listen, man, you can't pay money, or you can't give somebody money and then tell them what they have to do with it. For all of that, you might as well just go ahead and buy them something.
No, you can't buy. No, you can't. How you gonna tell me what she need at my house?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You just contributing. That's all.
Yeah.
And what you're contributing may not even be touch what I'm giving the child.
It may not.
It's helping.
Mm-hmm.
It's helping.
Yeah.
But I know you over time, and I know it's time for you to get out here and give your birthday shout out. So I'm gonna hang up.
I appreciate you coming through, Miss Curry. I appreciate me some you.
All right.
All right, you have a good night. All right.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
All right. Charlene. I said a Charlene. All right, y'all. The good conversation there. Good conversation. Very, 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 very good. I appreciate me some her. Y'all all, yeah, know. Yeah, man. But you know, like this whole child support thing is crazy. You know what I mean? But I think it's crazy because there's so much miscommunication. There's so much poor communication. There's so much misplaced anger and emotions all out of whack, and it's just not a good look. But these are the things that we have to deal with, unfortunately, when it comes to child rearing. And you know, I guess my personal feelings on the whole thing is that if you can't get it together with the child support, then more than likely you're not going to be able to get it together too well when it comes to raising the child together. Not saying that one parent can't get it done, but I'm talking about two parents, and you're definitely talking about two parents when you start talking about child support. All right, y'all, let's do these birthday shout outs and let's get on up out of here. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious June 9th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special, because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They are SPECIAL. They are number one out the box, fresh out of her 30s, fresh into the 40-40 club. Veronica Machado, turning 40 years old today. Quarenta. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, what's up now? Do it now. We're going to hold you down for the next 10 years, and you go bow. And also Jamaica Bryson, turning 48 years old today. And Isabella Martinez, turning 20. You ain't no 20 years old. If anything, you like, all right. Anyway, Shakisha Monk, happy birthday to you. Shakisha turning 31 years old today. And Lynette Matarus, happy birthday to you. And Joan Taylor turning, well, that could be Joanne. Let's say Joanne Taylor turning 62 years old today. And Phoenix Banner turning 50 years old today. And Jackie Bell, happy birthday to you. And last but not least, this brother that I went to school with, my man Al Hooper. Happy birthday to you, my brother. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious June 9th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out. Rock on it, do the damn, to rock out. Rock on it, do the damn, rock out. Rock on it, do the damn thing, and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, listen, y'all, we talking about child support tonight, and we talking about deciding where the child support money should go, the way that child support money should be spent. Who is to decide? Who should make the decision about how the child support is supposed to be spent? Is it the mama or the daddy or the mama and the mama and the mama and the mama and the mama? Listen, one thing that brothers have to understand is that once the money leaves your hand, it's just like anywhere else. It goes wherever it's going to go. You know, you can't decide that you're going to give money, pay money, allocate funds, and you're going to decide where it's going to go. What's going on, Christopher Catchings? I want to say that I appreciate you coming through. Thanks for chatting it up in there, and thanks for coming through the Daily Go Getimism show. Please make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel thus far. Make sure that y'all push the like button, press that like button, and make sure y'all share the show. And also, you're nasty 69. Thanks for coming through. You're nasty, and girl Nikki coming on through. I appreciate me some you. Yes, I do. I actually found a way to get the chat back. Ooh, pretty cool. I had to pop it out. But anyway, yeah, you can't really listen. Child support might be spent on a rent. It might be spent on clothes. It may be spent on books. It may be spent on toiletries. It may be spent on other bills that go within the household. It may be spent on vehicle repairs. You never know, because your child rides in that car. Your child lives in that house. Your child wears those clothes. Your child eats that food. Your child takes up all the heat. Their child wants to be in the cold. Their child wants to be home. She is home for the COVID-19, the quarantine. And you know that bills have gone up since the quarantine, baby. Since the quarantine, baby. No ifs, ands, or money. The money you spent was crazy. It was crazy. You spent money during quarantine time, and it's crazy. Yeah, you had to come out your pocket. Want them to go back to school, but it's not going to happen. And things are rough around the crib. You spend a lot of money on your kids. The way you live is not cheap. The rent is going up. Don't sleep, and your job situation looking kind of unsteady. You are ready for open back the economy. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do to make ends meet. You gotta make sure you pay your child support and don't cheat. You gotta do what you got to do. That's me, him, the next man, and you. Gonna come through. You wanna come on through? You wanna bust some nuts? You wanna have a girl with a baby with a big butt? No, hold on. You wanna come on through? You wanna bust some nuts? You want a baby by this girl that got the big butt? Well, there's a price to pay, and she gonna let you know how much did she say. All right, y'all, let's go inside here. Listen, man, I'm not a fan of child support. Yo, get it popping with your baby mom, son. Get it popping with your baby mom, and get on that payment schedule before she goes to the state, and they put you on that payment schedule. That's not what you want, son. Hey, yo, son, that's not what you want. And if that's not what you want, you got to act like you know. You're going to have to pay something, though. You have to pay something, though. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But, and also you have to spend time with your children. You know what I mean? You know. So listen, y'all, let's get on up out of here. Man. I appreciate me some y'all all day, every day. Hey. So let's get on about. Yo, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. You know what I mean? I love y'all to death. I resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. So on the Blog Talk side, we be out of here. And y'all know we be back at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, and the night after that, and the night after that. So it's all good. Love is love. Peace, Blog Talk.
Thank you for using.
And for my YouTubers, yo, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And make sure that y'all share the show. And I holler back. I said, I holla. Peace, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you.